that were in this same position at the half. They had won every single game, and they had only tied one match against Vitality on Oregon. That was the only game that they tied. And guess what? G2 are in the other position, and it's Empire now that are taking their place.
Yeah, it's impressive that Empire's managed to do this, and that's not the only part of this, European leaderboard that we have that's upset. I mean, what the heck happened to Secret?
Yeah,
they were up there like what, second, third last season. They were doing so good.
They're Premiership champions, though.
Yeah,
I mean, Empire. Remember, not only are they the Russian champions, but they're also #1 on Challenger League before going into Pro League, and they won Euro Cup against one of the best teams in Europe that were in there. Like, you had Penta back then. You had quite a few decent squads from every single country in Europe.
I mean, if we're talking about Empire, they've been on a streak since Challenger League. Yeah, they've been unstoppable. Period.
I don't think they've lost they did. They lost one game. That's against ENCE, but they had to forfeit because of some issues. And that was the only thing. Yeah.
And there was also DreamHack Winter.
Yes, where they lost to G2.
Yeah. So.
But that was kind of G2 on LAN, and G2 on LAN are completely different beasts.
G2 on LAN is very scary.
Yes.
Yeah, and while they haven't been having the best season, you can expect them to probably play pretty well. I mean, that's a curious thing, isn't it? Because we can say that we, anticipate G2 playing well at the Six Invitational, and I anticipate it. I really do. But who knows? Maybe it's not going to happen. Anything's possible. Anyway, Team Empire versus Chaos.
Monty, Maverick, Mira, Echo.
Yeah, so nothing too crazy. The Maverick makes sense because it's going to make it so you can bandit trick on certain walls. For example, the one in server while defending cache. So it's going to be down to the Thatcher probably a lot. You're going to have double hard destructors because this is Clubhouse after all. And yeah, apart from that, the Monty being gone, I mean, he's very useful for taking Garage. The Echo being gone, he's just a generally powerful operator, and the Mira, pretty much the same thing.
Now, what's the important thing here with Chaos is that not only do they not bring a Maestro, but they bring the Alibi. Now, I mentioned it on a few broadcasts before, but Chaos as a team, in my opinion, are the best team in terms of usage of the Prismas of the Alibi. Because
10 seconds left before insertion.
not impact grenades, but the Prismas.
They'll figure out impacts eventually. It's all right.
Yes, it's a piece by thing. You learn something new in Siege every day. But being able to run those Prismas in the way that they do, Chaos are always able to gain information and slow you down minimum as an attacker. But this is odd in the defense. They put a lot of utility here on the bar, and I'm not sure if they're going to play 3 players with Crips, Renewals, and Secretly around this area.
Yeah, the word I would use to describe the play that we're seeing right now from Chaos is dangerous. Joystick has the right tool for the job in terms of those castle barricades, and he's also going to take out the castle. Renewals goes down. Great information in the hands of Joystick there. There must have been somebody droning for him because he really lined up that shot.
Yeah, that was perfectly done there. Just awaiting Renewals to take him out, and Joystick now has full control. He's going to at least force you back, but Crips will find one. Takes down Karjeka up top. Now, Ash is kind of worried if any player is still in the top floor, can dive in from the gym and fight him, but he's going to stick to the bathroom for now. Scyther will continue to drone and give information. Joystick asking for a drone to be set next to him to support him here, but he'll find the kill. Redgroove doing so much damage, but unable to finish him off. It's a big loss here as the Legions have been taken out. And Chaos still have Crips playing in Logistics office, but how long will he survive is the question.
Yeah, Crips has been performing very well for his team in this season, and currently the top performer on that roster. But he's going to have to do some pretty impressive work if he wants to take this round. Joystick likely to get reset. Shock's going to go down to Crips. That's his second so far, and he's setting up for a third. Secretly's also going to take out Joystick, and here we go, Chaos. They're in good stance. And you talked about that Alibi play. It's really coming in here for Crips, and he's going to get his third kill. Scyther goes down. It's all up to Shepard in a 1 versus 3. Not an enviable position.
Yeah, it's very well done there by Crips to not only find the first kill, but then instantly drop and use the tracking from the Alibi upstairs to know that Shepard is not going to push him in the meantime and that he can get aggressive and deal with Scyther that was playing on his own. Now, Shepard trying to deal with any utility in the back, should be expecting some sort of ADSs or whatever, but there's nothing in this case here. both Gizmots are going to be thrown right into blue. There's one in the back. He sees the hands, and Vidalian's going to get shot down, but that's a perfect timing for Crips to peek out and find Shepard. I believe a 4K at the end of the round, if not even more.
Yeah, I believe a 4K as well. Very well done there from Crips. Seriously well-earned round.
I said it. You want to learn how to play Alibi around a team? You watch Chaos. These guys just know what they're doing.
Yeah, and Crips' most played operator this season is Legion, but he made Alibi work really well in that round specifically. Again, Crips being the best rated player on all of Chaos right now. And he actually, with, what was that, 4 you said? So that's going to put him at 60 kills if that's the case.
We'll verify it in just a second as we flash the scoreboard when we head in. But yeah, Joysticks is going to switch around to the Jackal, which is what he's been doing. Not a great success, especially because most of the time the Ashe is banned and forces him to go for it. But yeah, 4K for Crips.
So 60 in the season.
That's
there you go, a
really
milestone.
Good.
There's only a few people who are past that threshold, so it's worth noting. Chaos, though, they won the basement defense. How did they win the basement defense? Rolling upstairs. And they're going to go upstairs for their actual hold this time, which is going to give Empire a very different stance in this round. They aren't going to have to deal with the roamers in the same exact way. Joystick almost made it work. That's the crazy thing. Crips had an amazing round, but Joystick almost recovered it. And it didn't happen, but Empire came close. You can't count them out based on just the single round.
5 seconds left before insertion.
That was heavy roam to defend the bottom floor in church. If you had lost the roamers upstairs, your round is pretty much lost. You saw the amount of utility that the defense of Chaos had already set up. There was basically nothing left. I mean, the entire church wall from the hallway was less soft because you have no utility to use there because you use so much of it in the bar and upstairs in the bedroom and in cash. So it's a big gamble from Chaos, but indeed does work out at the end for them. Now here, they're not going to bring the usual Mute plus Bandit. They're only going to run the Bandit solo, so that'll be Red Groove's job in this position.
It's fine, but I would say the Mute is very useful on this side, especially when holding on to the garage. Potentially as useful as the Legion even when it comes to that information, though that might be a far fetch, to be honest. I mean,
Bomb located by attackers.
Legion is so good.
Yeah, he's basically a super flexible operator. And for you guys maybe watching at home, you know, sometimes you're thinking in your ranked games or whatever, you're not sure which operator to pick on defense, just pick Legion. You're not sure which operator to pick on attack, just pick Jackal. They're two operators that can do so much work on each side.
So, Chaos has eaten some damage early on, but so is Empire, Joystick, and secretly the ones to lose that manpower. Crips is again on a roam, going over into Masters. Very dangerous. You can see Empire is droning him out right now. Scyther could easily pivot, open a window, and take out the Legion of Crips where he stands. But information's not available to Empire just yet, but it just has been figured out. Karzeka's going to drone out the Legion, look for the angle, and just narrowly find it. Karzeka takes down Crips, the two top players in this match. Karzeka stands above Crips, at least in that engagement. Of course, following that 4K, he's already pulled enough weight for 2 rounds. So it's going to fall to his teammates now. The rest of Chaos are in good position. They have solid hold on the site. They're going to lose control of construction, obviously. They don't have any roamers horizontally right now, unless you count Garage. Well, this is still a good position, though, especially considering how slowly Team Empire is taking this.
Yeah, a lot of chip damage done to Empire, but it's not enough to secure a kill. Now, the Habana had already used her pellets. She saw the EMP as well coming up on the side, and it does open up the extra wall. That's a huge angle for you to use here,
man,
if you're Team Empire.
Yeah, how does he find these angles? It's very impressive. Must have droned him out earlier, knowing to look through the little crack between the bomb chassis and the shelf is just very impressive.
Scyther still on the outside. It's actually time will draw close. Joystick will find one more on Vidalin, but Scyther has complete control of the inside of the site. Renewals was not able to clean him up as he went in, but he will find one, not the second. Scyther with 2 more on the board. Red Groove to clean him up. Nitro Cell in back pocket with 30 HP. If he can get the information on where the plant is going down, that's exactly what the Maestro's going to try to do. He could just stop it, but no, the Nitro will miss. No diffuser has been set just yet. Shepard has it in hand, and Red Groove maneuvers into the garage. Diffuser should get set here by Empire. He's spraying into the back, trying to find the diffused planter, but Karzeka vaults on out. Finds the kill from the window here into garage. Team Empire pretty impressive attack here. They got pretty darn aggressive.
Yeah, that was a good collapse onto the side, and it did come to a bit of a brawl where Chaos was fighting back, but just wasn't enough from Chaos, and Empire able to put themselves up in an early man lead thanks to that pick on Crips. And again, Crips, one of those players that you expect to perform, not able to do anything in that round. I mean, at that point you can say, yeah, Empire's in commanding lead.
Yeah.
They're going to take the round, and it's not surprising. Jim's going to be our next site, though. As doesn't look like Chaos wants to repeat Cash. Operator selection overall. Making sense for the defense here. We've got the mute being brought out. That's a little bit of an adaptation. I do like that. I like the mute. I think the mute is very powerful in this current meta. Shotgun, SMG-11, plus the jammers. The jammers have always been useful, but you can bring the jammers plus an amazing frag kit now. And yeah, people are starting to realize that, hey, he's just a go figure, why not sort of operator to take these days on defense.
All right, Bulletproof Camera actually run on the mute, which is
interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind.
I mean, the amount of times we see a C4 from below it are far and few between almost on this map.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense specifically on this side as well.
Yeah.
Be like, you know what? We probably don't need the mute to play C4 in this one. We can have him run the Bulletproof Camera to combo with Red Group's Evil Eyes. So you're going to have 3 cameras that see through smoke. You know that you're going to have to deal with Joystick that's going to run the Jackal because that's what he's doing now. So you have a perfect counter to any smoke play that would happen later on. Now, some people see Gym Bedroom as a very weak site. I don't particularly agree.
I disagree on that one.
It's a good site. It's not as strong as, you know, some teams with Cash or some others with Church. But
I think hands down, Jim and Cash, it's preference. In my mind, it comes down to
100%.
preference. When we had the impact tricking on the wall by Jacuzzi,
that site was overpowered.
It was the best.
Strong.
Yeah, but now I think it's a nice even match between Jim and Cash, and yeah, you can't really go wrong. It's just whatever your team wants to defend. So no impact tricking available, which means we're going to have an easy exothermic charge here on the Jacuzzi wall. Early action secretly is going to take down Karzeka, but he is also eliminated by Joystick. That Karzeka Joystick duo, never to be taken lightly.
Yeah, big deal here to shut down the Habana. She's not, in the grand scheme of things, an important operator for the side take, but might make your take into Cash more difficult because you can't open more angles to deal with any players out there. Should Chaos decide to double down on the site, and I believe they're running a Crips in the back there on the Legion.
Yeah.
Joystick will come in and try to break through the barbed wire on the floor, but there's another angle as well from construction that is being held by Chaos.
Joystick looking for some angle there. So will Shepard, but neither of them really able to, or rather, Scyther, pardon me, neither of them able to find their shots, at least yet. Joystick's going to use a smoke that's really dangerous, as it could be wasting his utility. But considering he's stuck on Cash right now, I guess I can understand it. Looking the wrong way to try and find his prey, and Crips in a good position because of that. He will take out Joystick. An excellent peek and an excellent headshot. KS find themselves up 1 man coming to the last minute.
Yeah, Shepard's going to try to burn any ADS in the back. Scyther, if he opens this up, there's so many soft walls to try and contest him, and he's just not going to get given the opportunity here. Well done by Chaos to remain vigilant. There's a shotgun in the bathroom, and Vitaline will connect. Shockwave will go down. Will anybody push him out? You should not be reinforcing this bathroom wall, at least double reinforcement. 1 reinforcement is more than enough for you to protect your back. Zofia will take a bit of damage here from the smoke, but she's not going to get shot down just yet. There you go. He's still alive somehow. Shepard taking the full shot to the face. Renewals, though, will finish off Scyther. Scyther had only gotten a kill before it to take down Crips.
15 seconds to go.
Shepard's going to need a lot of health and a lot of help here, as there's no flock for him to maneuver around with, and he's going to walk into the hallway. An easy shot for Vitaline. There you go. An extra kill on the board, and Chaos with a very convincing round number 3. Again, so smart of them to realize we got the kill on the Habana. Let's double down on Cash. We'll get extra angles to play against players in there. And once they shot down the Jackal, it was all downhill from there for Empire.
Yeah, the story is just that Cash room, Empire couldn't take it. Why couldn't they take it? They didn't have the right tools for the job, man. I mean, what was Joystick trying to do? He was smoking.
He was solo. Nobody was with him.
Yeah, he was solo. No one was droning for him, and he was trying to smoke his entry point. What? I mean, he cut off the potential peek from construction door. I get it. He wanted to challenge Crips in a 1v1. But why are you doing that, man? I mean, there are other options, right? Like a blitz, for example, right now would be a great tool if that's going to be the hurdle that you're unable to jump over. He's going to allow you to do that with ease. You know, there's still a Glaz left unbanned. That's an option that you could be bringing. Could be very useful. A Ying. Lots of tools available to you, Team Empire, but they didn't bring any of the right tools to clear out Cash Room. They couldn't clear out Cash Room, which meant they couldn't get the crossfire on the site, and they just started losing those straight-up gunfights because Chaos were the ones who had the off angles that Empire were not expecting. So, Empire currently giving us an actual match. They've had some pretty impressive plays so far in this one, but Chaos have just been, well, I mean, their namesake, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that has caught Empire off guard, and I appreciate that from Chaos. I think it's definitely one of the things we can reference as being something that Empire is not great at handling, and that is clear as Chaos has those 2 rounds. I mean, the first round was literally just Crips running around getting kills.
Yep. I have to say, Chaos throughout this whole season have been reinventing some of the strategies that everybody would have just looked at them like, there's no way that'll work. That it does. And that's, honestly, that's what sets you apart from the others, and that's Chaos's strong suit. And I completely understand it, and I very appreciate it because it gives us as, you know, analysts, people that want to dig deeper into strategy, even more to talk about, and even more to be impressed by, because, you know, Chaos in the last season wasn't really a team that I would call impressive. And now they just reinvent themselves with a little change, and here they are. Strategy is working pretty darn well. Renewals, though. Leon here will take a bit of damage. You've seen the Ash before from Joystick coming in into Billiards and able to open up a hole for himself, but none of that soft destruction is available. You do have Karjeka that has Exkyrus, but he has to stay alive, and you then have to question the fact of, okay, is it worth it for me to use that utility? Because Chaos can just fall back on the site and Church and burn as much utility off of you as they would like.
Grips on main stairs, waiting for Joystick to come down. And Joystick gonna go a different direction. That's good for him. He probably would have been caught off guard, and he will actually be caught off guard by Crips, who's gonna lose the fight regardless. Joystick with his excellent aim, really on point in that moment and able to give his team the lead instead of vice versa. That's impressive. Shouldn't have went that way. Renewal's also able to fall off of his position in stock. Good that he managed to get away from that hold. But no, it's going to be Secretly to take out Shepard as he tries to get that control. Scyther's going to refrag onto Secretly. That's over by Blue Stairs, but still back and forth here, and still Empire in the lead.
Guess what? That kill, not only did it drop the diffuser for a bit and gave Chaos the information, it killed the Zofia. It killed something that in this scenario would be even stronger than usual, because walls are all soft, and you can stun lock your opponents using your Gizmots when you have these soft walls to work with your sort of attack. So Empire actually lost more than what you would think there by just dropping Shepard.
Fiddling playing proximity makes sense because even his kit. Renewal's going to eliminate Shock, and here we go. Empire now are the ones in a tricky spot with very little time and plenty of position in the favor of Chaos. Joystick looking for some shots through the wall. As you noted, a soft wall, but it's not going to work out for him. As he peeks the hallway, Renewals is going to take him down. Vital's still just waiting. Karzeka, though, is inside of Arsenal. If the diffuser can get here, Scyther might be able to plant. And yes, indeed, that's going to be what happens. Karzeka is covering while Scyther goes for the plant, but he's doing too late. A double for Karzeka. Empire clutched the round against all odds. It should have been Chaos, but Empire somehow persevere. I don't know what to say about that, Gassan.
That was just unfortunate because the last two from Chaos were just so focused on killing the diffuse planter because it walked into a goo mine, right? You have to take it out of your foot, then go for the plant. They tunnel visioned, and then the Habana found the angle. Other than that, I mean, it was all playing Roam on Clubhouse is already a very ballsy thing to do, right? And then it works, and you burn so much time. You sacrifice the utility, but you got the most important kill on the Zofia. and everything was going your way until that hatch drop. Empire realized Chaos are putting all their eggs in one basket in church. Let's just drop somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I saw as well. The main thing was that Empire played a distraction in order to get Chaos to rotate heavy into church, because they weren't all in church for the beginning of that round. I mean, as soon as the manpower got so low, Chaos had to commit themselves to a strategy. There was only, what, 15 seconds on the round when Empire rotated to go for Arsenal instead of Church, and they still had players lingering in Moto at that point. Moto players died eventually, but they kept Chaos focused on that point. Then Empire were able to just work their way into Arsenal and, well, go for the plant, hold up the timer, and win the round. Very impressive, I have to say, from Team Empire. Great game sense there to realize they had that opportunity. Must have been, again, it must have been a drone.
All right, so yeah, Empire tried to deal with this set again. As last time, they had a pretty effective attack. They're able to kind of just walk into B at some point, just because of the lack of manpower that Chaos had later on. Maybe because Chaos dedicated a bit too much to bathroom hold, or not bathroom, but bathroom and bedroom hold. Then at the end, it got a bit complicated for him, but can burn this. Oh no, he's gonna get stunned. Perfectly done by the Zofia. This is why you bring the Zofia. When you stun lock a bandit there, not only does it make him, you know, walk slower and everything, but also it takes him out of having the battery in hand. So you kind of just gain a few extra seconds, and that's all it takes basically for the Thermite to be able to open things up. Shepard though takes a lot of damage. On the other side though, look at Brit Groove and Renewals. Tagged quite a bit.
Yeah. Got Shepard also with a little bit of HP lost. I mean, we're seeing a lot of this in this match, actually. A lot of players that are getting lit up coming off the engagements. Neither team wants to lose this, obviously. Joystick's in a good position to get a free kill, and he will do just that. And secretly goes down. Empire going to put themselves in a commanding lead, especially after Shepard is going to get himself reset just outside. Got half the round still, and a good chunk of control here in the way of Empire. Karzeka looking for the long angle into Cash, as he did last time they attacked onto the site. And once again, this is a bit of a split strategy. The Leisure Goo Mine is going to give away Cripps' location, and Joystick will get a very easy kill there. And that's 2 for him in the round. Currently the only one for his team having any kills, or the only one in this round having any kills. And he's going to get a third, actually, as Vitaline goes down the main stairs. He doesn't know that Renewals is peeking outside a garage. This could be a free kill, and there you go. A 4K from Joystick, 1 for Karzeka, and Empire take the round.
Yeah, early on, it was a couple picks for Joystick, and then Chaos just started to spread a bit too much. They wanted to capitalize on some aggression, maybe taking Empire off of their comfort foot, but then Joystick happened.
Every single one of Joystick's kills were off-site.
Yep.
All of them.
Exactly.
That means there was one person who died on-site from Chaos. And you can't be having that, man. I understand you want to have a roaming presence, but geez, that is serious oversight on the side of Chaos, and I think a really bad setup overall. What was that Meister doing?
I don't know.
I don't. Peeking outside garage door? Hey, what are you trying to accomplish, man? I understand you wanna peek somebody who's going for the server wall, but you're losing manpower so quickly. You know there's an enemy in lounge. Your teammate just died there.
And you just run into it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But Chaos, some communication issues. They'll be going back to, it looks like Cash. Or no, it's going to be a Master defense, and a Master Gym defense. So, all right. Well, they did better here, to be honest, than they've ever done on Cash. So I agree with this decision. It was the second round that Chaos managed to win following their initial victory on the basement.
All right.
Could even this down to a 3-3.
Yeah, and it would be a pretty good spot for you. Again, this is more of a defense-sided map.
Yeah.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
Being able to get 3 rounds on the defense would be your minimum. So pressure's on Chaos to find the 3rd one for them on the board. If not, then Team Empire, once they head to the defense, might have a very easy way of going through it. And it's definitely not something Chaos want to give away. As I was talking about this with Parker a couple nights ago when we cast it together, it's not just about winning the game, it's winning with as big of a round differential as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Because that round differential might come back to hurt you, because the head-to-head score is what determines who gets what spot. And we saw the last play days of 13-14 last season in both EU and NA come down to just that.
I mean, right now Empire's in such a good spot, not only in round differential but also in points in general and the tiebreaker. Because we've got them beating every team except for G2 and Chaos so far in this region. In G2 they drew with, Chaos yet to be determined. They'll be playing, by the way, they'll be playing Chaos once we pick up the second half, right off the bat. It's their first match.
It's basically a mirror, week 7 and week 8 for both EU and NA.
But just for the first and last play day of each half, though, I don't think it's an identical mirror for each of them. It's weird how it works.
Yeah, it is very odd.
Because we don't have a mirror, and a lot of the other regions don't have the mirror. But anyway, yeah, Empire will be playing Chaos, and after the Invitational for the first match of the second half, and here they are, still waiting to get their first victory against this team. If they're able to take it, then again, G2 will be the only team they have not beaten, getting that draw. Shock is going to eat a lot of damage, but left on 1 HP, he will be able to reset. That's very dangerous, but he's still in there, so not quite out yet.
Now, Empire, last time they played Clubhouse against Secret in week 3. It was a 7-3 advantage for Empire. They got 4 rounds on defense, which is why, in my head, it's just, please make sure that you take as many rounds as possible. Chaos pretty much need this, or Empire will have a big advantage going down on the other side, because the bans are pretty much the same. It's just the Ashe was banned in that matchup instead of, in this case, the Monty.
You know what's really interesting? Know who's not getting played?
Who's?
Ashe. Joystick's going to die here. Renewals will take him down. Joystick is the top fragger for Team Empire right now. But he hasn't been playing Ashe in this match. He's been playing the Jackal instead, and it's probably because he keeps getting his Ashe banned against him. Karzeka is going to refrag onto Renewals. Shepard will also take out Vitaline. There's one inside garage, and Karzeka knows this. He's going to get a second frag for himself. There you go. And suddenly, after losing Joystick, Chaos looked to control. Then it's frag after frag for Team Empire. Red Groove in sight, trying his best to hold on. He's up against a lot of manpower, though. From below, just barely missing the shots. Karzeka is going to take out Red Groove, and it's just secretly now known to be below. Shepard will drop and take him out. Empire, a very clean round there after losing Joystick.
Yeah, and I want to attribute this win to having Karzeka's Hibana alive. What did they lose when Chaos played this site a couple rounds ago? They lost to Hibana early on. That was the first kill. And because the Hibana was dead, guess what? Joystick couldn't do his job to push through Cash, because you couldn't have extra angles to watch anybody playing in that hard point. Karzeka stayed alive, and, well, Chaos came at him one by one, and they made a lot of noise. A lot of people look at it as like, how did he know there was somebody coming up the garage? You know, there's something called earphones or headphones, and you can listen in through them and just know what's going on around you. And it's very easy when somebody steps on those garage stairs to know that they're in garage and they're going to come at you. And that was easy positioning on the window, which is really your best position spot. Empire now on the defense, 4-2, pretty big advantage, I have to say, from the attacking side. Not something really Chaos were looking forward to, but Crip's going to play the Ashe.
No, it's interesting. Shock has the least kills on the team. In fact, 0 frags right now, which is crazy because he's actually he's rated the 2nd best player on Team Empire, and also the 6th best player in all of Europe with a 1.17 rating and 0.69 cost, which is pretty high. He's a Thermite Castle player, so he's the support player, but he has been fragging out this season. By the way, all of these stats, again, courtesy of Siege GG. Serious thanks to them and Spleck specifically for making it happen.
Yeah, I saw some people asking, like, where can I find these? For now, they're private, I guess. I don't know if they're going to be public at some point, but we are using them for own effort. So thank you very much, Spleck, for sharing them with us. Hope we can do the same thing for Invitational, which is probably what's going to be happening anyways. But that's up to CGG's discretion later on to release them or not.
So Chaos attacking onto Cash, and they're looking to go for a server wall garage take. At least that's what it seems like right now. Of course, this is their first attack round, so we have yet to see anything from them thus far. Joystick with a run out, and he gets the Claymore, but can't get the kill. Vital will TK though. What a mistake from Vitaline. Crips goes down, and Joystick has to be laughing his butt off right now.
Joystick's like, hey, you wanted the kill? Whatever.
Here, you can have it.
You can have it. They line up perfectly. Unfortunate there for Vitaline. as you know, the Ash was trying to fight the Jaeger on the same plane, and he turned around to try and help, and you know, bad things happen. And Shock, that's a.
He's gonna do just that.
It's appropriate that he's playing the Bandit. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes down one charge. There's still EMPs available for Vitaly, and he will use one of them. He gets thrown, but Shockwave, guess what? He still has a battery in his back pocket. I wonder how they all fit in the pocket of the Bandit. He's gonna burn them. Yes, right on time, actually. Well done, Shockwave. Excellent banditry.
Yeah, Shock holding on to that balcony wall, and such a powerful position to have, but a very clean shot from Secretly. Karzeka goes down. That was exceptionally clean. Gonna have control of Garage now, and he can cut off the rotation. The Evil Eye might be enough to do the damage. No, the Evil Eye kill from Scyther. Secretly goes down, and we're back to even man count.
Oh man, and Scyther can now just watch the Evil Eye. The Diffuser set right on the stairway. That's not a stairway to heaven, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, not an ideal situation for the attack right now. They have control of Garage, as you can see. The Evil Eye not going to do enough damage to take down the Thatcher, who's on full HP. Habana is low, so there's potential yet for more Evil Eye kills. Shock is going to be the main bunker for the defense, as he is holding up close with these attackers. He's got the wall in his favor, so he's not going to have to worry about that wall getting opened up at this point in the game. Just going to have to worry about the B window and the Garage balcony. Scyther's going to hold on to the stairs. Red Groove goes down. Shepard gets the window. It's all up to Garage, and Vito's coming from just there. He'll get one. Can he get another? Yes, he can. 1 versus 1. Pistol out. HP advantage for Scyther, but the time is also very much in the favor of the attackers, given the situation with the marks from Empire, and Scyther will take down Vito. He didn't get to fake the plant, and it's not going to matter in the end. Empire, that's 5-2 for them.
Yeah, there was a Maestro camera as well in the server, as there usually is, and it gave the information. You saw the pings coming out, and it's just a pre-fire through the hole, through the wall, and wonderfully done there by Empire, realizing that they still have all the utility on the site because Chaos were so slow for it. And yeah, maybe if he had planted behind the server, this would have gone differently, but it's a good reaction from the Russian team here. Chaos starting to feel the heat. This is getting pretty darn close to giving Empire even more points on the board.
So, Empire continuing their trend of being indomitable. And while Chaos have put up an excellent fight, it almost feels like the match is over already. I mean, all things considered, that was a 4-2 in the first half for attackers on Clubhouse. And I mean, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. Empire shouldn't have been able to take that many rounds. Chaos have... They're in a bad spot right now, and since they were unable to win their first attack, that is even worse, of course. We're just 1 round away from match point for Empire. Chaos, on the other hand, having only taken 2, I mean, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. And it's been, you know, I think the story for Empire, again, it comes down to everyone pulling their weight. And yeah, Shock's not getting kills. He usually does, though. Even as the support player, again, he's currently rated as the 2nd best player on Team Empire and the 6th best player in all of Europe. So, you know, it's fine if you're not going to get kills in every single match, especially as the support. And the rest of Empire are picking up that slack. So, I mean, Joystick specifically. Again, Joystick not playing Ashe because he's used to Ashe being banned. You know who is playing Ashe, though? Crips. It hasn't been working out for him yet. He is, he is one of those players that plays Ashe more than anything else. It's his most played attack operator. But maybe Empire should have banned Ashe. Maybe that was the solution.
Yeah,
but no, the Maverick man makes a lot more sense. Don't listen to me. I'm just making jokes. I'm making jokes.
Knock, knock.
What a funny guy.
Oh, I'm so funny. I'm hilarious, aren't I, Gassan?
Classic.
Classic. All right. Chaos going to start opening up those drop downs, and that's very good control to have, and there's not really anything that Team Empire can do about that.
Yeah, Karzek got to continue around. What?
Whoops.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Misclick on the middle. Yeah. Misclick on G. It's fine. It's okay. It didn't go off. You know, it wasn't anything premature.
It happens.
Like that. Yeah. No shame.
He's got the C4 still in hand, which means he can play inside of Arsenal and kill anyone inside of Kitchen.
And guess what? They have a reinforcement on the side, so he doesn't really have to worry about too many people pushing him because he'll be in a pretty safe spot until someone decides to pretty much run all the way into the armory, and by that time, he gets support by with the Legion in the back. Kazega, though, using the same angle, open up in the back by Renewals to take down secretly. Now you lost your Heart Breach. Does Red Groove have any X-Kairos left? That's the big question. I think he had one bit of utility, but Shockwave finds him. Renewals has been taken out, not even able to stun lock your opponents anymore with the Guzmots. Crips moving in the lounge, Joystick contesting, not even a Claymore that has been set here to deny Joystick to move up. He'll take the fight. Scyther will find one, and there's the second. Crips to go down. Not enough chips in chat to help out Crips as Red Groove gets a kill. Will it be enough against the last four of Team Empire? He's gonna get tracked the whole time. Look at the pulse. They know all about this.
You want a bold prediction? No, it will not. He'll get a second though. So that is impressive. Red Groove has been fragging out. He's looking for a third. He's gonna see the head. No! What a shot! Karzeka goes down. And what is happening? There's potential for an ace clutch right now. He has control of Arsenal and the diffuser. 22 seconds is enough to make this happen. Mark's coming out. Red Groove's position given away. Last two defenders inside a church. Red Groove has the diffuser. He could fake plant, but he's going to go for the... Oh, Red Groove's absolutely insane! Only one more, but he can't get it! Shepard clutches it. Empire go to match point. And what a story. What a way to end it. An excellent try, but it just was inches off.
I'm so sad that I forgot my heart mitigation at home today.
Dude, same. I don't have any, but I feel like I need it right now.
Me neither, but I should after that. Oh my god! Hey, okay, he had a couple of good flicks, but then he walks into the hall.
Did I tell you about that time that I trained Red Groove? Did I tell you about that time?
He always okay.
Did I tell you that happened? Yeah? No?
That's all kicks. That's all kicks.
No, that was incredible, Red Groove. Absolutely nice try.
God.
No, it wasn't just a 1 versus 5 and that came down to a 1 versus 1. Those shots were just insane.
Oh man, the last one in the Curse was just...
And that's the raw skill of Red Groove. That's totally inherent to him as an individual. No one gave that to him. That he's just had it since birth. Very impressive.
I think it's that T-Hunt warm-up.
Maybe that's it. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it was a very nice try from Red Groove, and good job to Empire to shut it down. I think it was Shepard who actually finished him off, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, playing behind the black box. Again, it's your most powerful position in Church, especially when you know the attacks is going to be coming in from the hallway via Armory. You just stick there. There's a reinforced wall behind you. There's no time left. All pressure's on the attack, and the black box just cannot be shot. So it's good from Shepard to realize the position he's in and put himself in basically the most advantageous spot in the entire site at that point.
So, right now, Team Empire match point.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's been a story of that team effort. It's that it's not just any one person on Team Empire making this happen. And Chaos, on the other hand, they've been struggling from, you know, every round it's somebody to step up. We had that 4K from Crips to start things off. That got Chaos their very first round. And we saw that 4K just now from Red Groove. They didn't win that one. But that's the problem. Chaos are putting themselves in positions where they need players to get 4Ks. And that shouldn't be happening, and it's one of the reasons why they aren't, you know, much more in this match.
A lot of damage done to Secretly, forced the reset. I'm not sure.
Looks like it was from the tunnel.
From the tunnel.
Yeah. So that's a good job from Empire.
Joystick, as usual. Joystick, whenever we watch Joystick playing on defense in the Jaeger, especially when he's allowed to roam, it's just the Jaws theme playing in the back.
Dun-dun.
What is he going to do?
Dun-dun.
Dun, 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 and then he gets a kill, and then he gets another one, and it's just, he's crazy.
Yeah, he's been having a really good match right now. Curiously, actually, he's, I believe, the 4th best player on Team Empire in terms of stats.
Yeah,
third or fourth.
He's got impressive rounds, and he's gonna go for the run out, and he'll find a kill off of it, maybe 2. Oh no, dropping though, Renewals and Crips.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Oh, Shockwave comes out to finish off Renewals. before he can use his Polish superpowers to pick himself back up. Crips will at least get picked up here, and Shockwave has the advantage. You lose the Zofia before you're able to destroy the castle barricades. That's a good spot for Empire.
Yeah, so while Joystick didn't get all of the kills that he wanted, he did some major damage. And you've got 2 people on Chaos right now who have half HP. And still, roamers inside of Cash on a Gym Master defense. So this crossfire that Karzeka is going to be able to use is, I'm sure, very important. Opening up a wall into construction, though, so Chaos trying to find everything they can. Looks like they gave up on Jacuzzi Wall. Obviously, we've got Scyther Bandit tricking that, using that shield to great effect. You can see Vital is trying to take down Scyther, but he can't get the angle. And there is nothing from Chaos that's going to be able to take out that shield, other than potentially Ash charges, but they're not even going to try for it. Shock in a good position to hold on to the site. Karzeka, again, that crossfire, very important. Scyther is going to take out one and another for Karzeka. That's 3 for Karzeka. What a round for Empire, and that's it. GG's come out in the chat, a 7-2, and what a fast one as well. Empire struggling at the beginning of this match, but it did not last long.
Yeah, that's what I said. You know, even looking at the statistics for Empire, you know, they got 6 rounds in a row there, but I said the instant they're on defense, you better be worried. They're going to clean it up.
Yeah.
Because their history throughout the season, at least in the one game, so they played on Clubhouse, it reflects this exact level of play when they switch over to the defense side on the map. And Chaos just were not able, even with all the very curious strategies that they ran, which were effective in quite a few ways, it was not enough on its own. And this is where I think we're able to segue into another point. Last game, we said individual performances are not enough to carry you through. You need the teamwork.
Yeah, and
here on top, we can say that
Empire had it.
Empire had it all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, individual performances as well. They had Karzeka getting 13 kills alongside Joystick, who had, what, like 10 around that area? Karzeka actually, with 13 kills, that's going to put him at 67 kills for this season. Yeah. So, and that's really upper level for Europe. Yeah. You know, he started the day at the fourth statistically best player in Europe at a 1.19 rating, a 0.73 cost, and I'm sure that just got higher today.
Yeah, and it's very impressive here. Even with all the strategies, strategy on its own is not enough without teamwork and consistent fragging as well. These all mesh together to create the best. And so far, Empire are definitely the best. In Europe, we'll take a look at what they have to say in our interview for the evening. Привет, Joystick. How are you?
Привет. Hello.
It's been a very interesting game. This time you were able to put yourself back up on the board, and it's something that, you know, has been attributed in the past. It's not always the case, having Karzeka and the rest on the squad doing pretty decent amount of work. But it seems like Chaos in their first few rounds of the defense really caused you a lot of problems. I want to talk about their defense in church whilst roaming upstairs in the bar and in logistics office. How did you react to that as a team, and how did you formulate the way to deal with it? Because we saw later on how we just faked into church and went in through the armory.
Yeah, we see this defense before. They roam heavy, they defense bar, they defense top floor, and it was hard to communicate together and kill them fast. They hold so many time, and we just go to the plant in like 10 or 20 seconds. It really was risky, and Karzeka won this round. Yeah, they hold so many time. It's good defense.
Yep. They definitely did, but they weren't able to get as many rounds as they wanted. You know, you guys were attacking bedroom. That's the second round that you lost on your attacking side. Then the big change after it is when Chaos went back to the site, they were still holding on to cash. They didn't dedicate as many players to it, but back in the first round, you lost the Habana. It didn't allow you to fight. But in the second round, you died, the Habana stayed alive. How important was it to keep those key players in those positions to run it through and able to attack the bedroom after it at the end?
Cash, it's really important position, and when we lost Hibana, we know that someone need to hold it. I was there and I tried to hold this angle, but Miyuta, I think, killed me. And it was really hard when you lost important player, and then they just go around you, and you can't hold any positions. You're just stuck in one corner, and they push you. That's all.
Yeah, this is one thing to attribute to Chaos, is that the instant they found themselves in a advantageous position, they kind of just try to play it as best as possible in their hand, getting more aggressive. But the round number 8, you know, you guys are on the defense. You're playing a pretty standard defense downstairs in church. Nothing works for Chaos in that round. Red Groove is left alive versus 5 of you, and then proceeds to almost clutch it. You had the Maestro camera still up in the hallway. Guide me through the communication of the team as well, with even a Pulse having been alive at some point.
It was really good round from him. He can clutch this, but he lost last gunfight versus Smoke. It was really, really close. I just spam. We all spam. Don't pick, don't pick, don't pick. And we all 3 of my teammates lost, and I lost the gunfight. It was really, really close clutch. It's a good job from him.
Yeah, I have to commend Shepard actually at the end. We're talking about it. He played the smoke. He went back behind Black Box. He knew that that's the only position that was safe for him on the site, and it worked out perfectly. I have to say that was a good reaction at the end. Even when Red Groove is on a tear, I mean, he used to play with the majority of the lineup that you now have, and now is known as Team Empire in the past. So you guys know how skilled he is as well in terms of play, and there you go. That really did shine. Your run out in that last round as well. What gave you the information to go for the peak? I believe you also downed the Thermite, or at least did a lot of damage to him early on.
I think I knocked 3 guys.
3, yeah. Yes. The Ash, the Zofia, and the Thermite. What guides you through this sort of aggressive play? What sort of information are you looking for from your teammates to go for this for these peaks?
When you're playing Master Bedroom, you just need to play aggressive, because if they open the wall, it's so hard to rotate from main stairs to Master Bedroom, and I know that I need to play aggressions, and when I have information that 2 guys on B window, I just try to run out from strip. I think it will be easy kill, but I knocked Ash, and then Zofia killed me. Oh, Hibana, Hibana from roof.
That's the thing, like when there's 2 people that you're shooting at and you're 100% sure that you killed one of them, and then you switch to the other, and then all they took just one extra round, it would have ended everything. But with that aside, again, congratulations on your victory. Pretty convincing one here on Clubhouse versus Chaos 7-2. Anything you'd like to say to the Team Empire fans? Because next time we see you, you'll be in Montreal for 6 Invitational, and that's a huge event for you.
Yeah, thank you guys all for the support. We're still unbeatable in Pro League. And good luck to the next matches, all teams. Bye.
Bye-bye. До свидания.
So, he's right. Empire is still unbeaten in Pro League, and that was a pretty dominant victory against Chaos. I mean, there's not a whole lot else to say. Chaos had some really amazing rounds, some really amazing plays, especially like that Red Groove attempted clutch. Oh, if it had happened.
That would have been one of the best clutches we've seen in the past year.
Yeah, probably is up there. You know, top 10 of all time, potentially. I mean, you know, not necessarily if we're talking about the stakes involved, but, you know, if he had won that clutch.
It would have been beautiful.
It would have been beautiful, but it wouldn't have changed the outcome of the match.
And that's the thing, you know.
So it would have been a cool clutch, but...
That's why we mentioned cost, not only rating, because we want to see the consistency in play, not just the rating. And on its own, it's not enough to tell you the consistent plays and how often was the impact of this player felt on the round. And this is why we're trying to dig deeper into the numbers. But that aside, we still have 2 more games to go. Coming right up, Market and Penta, 2 teams that are qualified to 6 Invitational. We'll have a quick break. We'll go back to that.